Hello students, today I will be solving the third problem on machine hour rate. Now anyways I will explain only this problem by writing because it is very difficult to record. Now please understand, only with this problem I will be solving like this. All other problems I will be solving on computer screen. So that may not be that may be little bit confusing and not be so much effective. So please listen this problem carefully. Now again in this third problem they have given all the expenses. So the first step what we have to do in computing machine hour rate is that whatever expenses they give in question we have to classify into standing charges and variable charges. So under variable charges only depreciation, power and your repairs and maintenance will come under variable charges. So apart from this, the three things DPR, please remember the words DPR, depreciation, power, repairs and maintenance, only these three things will be coming under your variable charges or running charges. Apart from that, all the expenses which they give in question will come under standing or fixed charges. Now after classifying the standing and fixed charges and running or variable charges, we have to compute machine hour rate. Now variable charges we know how to do, only three items will be there, but standing and fixed charges either they will give the information per year or per month, that is per annum or per month. So if they give all the expenses of standing charges or fixed charges per month, you write a heading as per month, or if they give all the expenses per annum, you write it as per annum, and the second column will be always per hour. Now what is the first standing charges they have given? They have given rent and rates. Now how much rent and rates they have given? They have given as 200 rupees. Now but in question they have mentioned only 1/4 of the space of factory space is occupied by the machinery. That means out of this 200 rent, only 1/4 belongs to your machinery. So 200 if we have to multiply into 1/4, so the total rent belonging to machinery will be 50 rupees per month. Then again second standing charges whatever they have given is general lighting. So general lighting, how we have to do general lighting? Again they have given us 300 rupees. Again we have to multiply into 1/4 because the floor space occupied by this machinery is only 1/4. So 300 into 1/4 is how much? 75. Now again they have given insurance premium. Now insurance premium they have given us insurance premium they have given us 960. Now their insurance premium they have not given per month, they have given per annum, but we want only for 1 month. So if 960 is for entire year, for 1 month how we have to find out? We have to divide by 12 months. So 960 divided by 12 months will give you the insurance premium for 1 month. So how much do we get in insurance premium for per 1 month? 960 divided by 12, it will be 80 rupees. Then again they have given shop supervisor salary, shop supervisor salary they have given directly per month. Now the shop supervisor salary they have given as 600 rupees per month, but the supervisor is denoting only 1/5 of the time towards the machinery. So out of the 600 rupees supervision charges, only 1/5 of it belongs to your machine expenses. So 600 into 1/5 will be 120. So this will give you the total standing charges per month, which is 325. Now this we have to convert for entire year. Now we have to find out the standing charges per hour. So once we get the total of standing charges, we have to find out standing charges per hour. How we have to find out? Total of standing charges per entire year divided by working life of total working hours in the entire year. That means 325 is the total standing charges for 1 month. So what we have to do? We have to multiply into 12. So 325 is standing charges for 1 month. If you multiply into 12, we will get the total of entire 12 months. So 325 into 12, how much do we get? 3900. So 3900 is the total standing charges for entire year. So this we have to divide, this 3900 total standing charges for entire year we have to divide by actual working hours of the machinery in the entire year. Now what they have given the total working hours in the question is 2200 hours, but anyways at the end of the question they have also given the setting up time for machinery is 200 hours. So even though the total effective working hours is 2200 hours, the setting up hours, that means setting up hours means the time taken for the company to or factory to set up the machinery. That means in this 200 hours they will not be operating the machinery, they will be only setting up. So this 2000 should not be included, this 200 hours should not be included in the total effective working hours. So from this 2200 effective working hours we have to reduce or subtract the setting up time, that is 200 hours. So our total effective working hours for the entire year will be 2000 hours. So now we have got total standing charges for 1 year is 3900, that we have to divide by 2000 hours. So 3900 divided by 2000 hours, how much do we get? We get 1.95. So 1.95 is the total standing charges per hour. So this is about standing charges. Now running charges, again we have only 3 items. One is for repairs, power and depreciation. Now again they have given repairs charges. So repairs, how much they have given? They have repairs and maintenance. Now repairs and maintenance they have given 1000 rupees per annum, but we only want for 1 hour. So this 1000 rupees is for entire year. So in entire year, how many hours we operate the machinery? We operate the machinery for 2000 hours. So 1000 rupees if we divide by 2000 hours, we will get the repairs and maintenance charges per hour, which is how much? 0. So we will get 1000 by 2000 will be how much? 0.5. So this is your repair charges. Then similarly we have to find out the power consumption. Now power consumption. Now power consumption, what they have given in question, they have given the rate of power per 100 units is 20 rupees, and we are using how many units? We are using only 10 units per hour. Now we want only how many units we have to consume? We have only consume 10 units per hour, but they have not given what is the rate per unit per hour. They have given if you consume 100 units of power, the total rate will be 20 rupees. So in this case what we have to do? They have given for 100 units it is 20, but we have to find out how much it will be for 10 units. So what we have to do in this case, we have to simply cross multiply. So if we cross multiply 10 into 20 divided by 1000 units, we will get the power consumption. So 10 into 20 divided by 100 hours, we will get 2 rupees. So 2 rupees will be our power consumption charges. Then again similarly what we have to do? We have to find out the depreciation. So how we have to find out depreciation? Cost minus scrap value divided by estimated working life of the machinery throughout its entire life, how many hours it operates, that will give us the depreciation per hour. Now here they have given the cost of machine. Here they have the cost of machine as 1 lakh rupees. Then they have given installation cost is 10,000. So this 10,000 of installation cost should be added to this 1 lakh rupees of purchase price of the asset. So the total cost of the machinery will become 1 lakh 10,000 rupees. Then again they have given scrap value. So how we have to find out depreciation? So depreciation is equal to 1 lakh 10,000, which is the final cost of machinery, minus scrap value of the depreciation. So how much is the scrap value of the depreciation? How much they have given? 5,000 is the scrap value, divided by total effective working life of the machinery. Now here they have not given the life of machinery in hours. They have only given the life of machinery is 15 years. Now we have to find out what will be the total hours that the machinery can operate in this entire 15 years. So we have to prepare a separate working note. So in a year we are operating machinery for how many hours? 2000 hours, and the life of machinery, how much they are given? 15 years. So for 1 year if it is 2000, for 15 years it will be how much? 2000 hours we have to multiply into 15 years, we will get 30,000 hours. That means in the entire 15 years of the effective life of machinery, the machinery can operate totally for how many months? Sorry, for how many hours? 30,000 hours. So this 1 lakh 10,000 minus 5,000 we have to divide by 30,000 hours. That will give you the depreciation per hour, which is rupees. How much do we get? We will get 3.50. So once we get all these amounts, we have to just add all these amounts. So this will be our machine hour rate. So machine hour rate, how do we find out? Add all these expenses, 1.95 plus 0.50 plus 2 plus 3.50. If you add all these numbers, you will get a total machine hour. So your total machine hour rate after adding all these things will be 7.95 rupees. That means if you operate a machinery for 1 hour, your expenses will be 7.95. Hope you have all understood. Thank you.